What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA Saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have several very important news. First of all, I will explain you my yesterday's video in regards to the step-by-step guide for selling NBH hydrocarbon shares and what might be the price of these shares. Definitely, I was anticipating this type of comments in my comment section, but I have to admit that I have an answer for you and I will explain you what should we expect more realistically in terms of the share price of NBH shares. On top of that, guys, I will show you some due diligence that will definitely help us to push our case even further in order to see this resolution. And I will show you some details in regards to the most recent lawsuits that were filed back in December of last year. And before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. And by the way, you know that I am a trader, and if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to join my Patreon account, where for the $35 a month you will be able to drastically enhance your trading skills. On top of that, guys, for now I added the gold tier for limited 10 vacant places, and the only difference in between these two tiers is this one. Discord access member will have all the data for the potential trades, for the potential tickers that you should be aware of, but the gold tier members will have the exact setups with the stop loss and take profit orders. They will have the exact notifications when and how they should trade certain asset. On top of that, for each and every member, I will do a weekly 30 minutes Zoom calls in order to answer their question and in order to teach them how to properly use technical analysis and how to be successful trader. That is why, guys, for some of you this might be a game changer opportunity, and if you want to drastically enhance your trading skills, feel free to invest in yourself. And here you can see the most recent updates that I made for my Patreon members. As you can see, I have Zoom meeting, 30 minutes Zoom calls for my gold member tiers. On top of that, guys, I explained a lot in my tutorials video. On top of that, guys, I made daily updates on the current status of the market. I show to my Patreons crucial news that can impact the markets in general. On top of that, guys, as you can see, I made a lot of videos that is related to different ticker symbols like SPY, QQQ, TQQQ, Cocoa, Palantir, RKLB, HIMS, Wix. Previously, guys, I made a video on Disney. Here you can see general market update. And guys, even during the crashes, I explained to my Patreons what crucial levels this asset might hit in order to, for example, close the gaps. As you can see, on Monday, Tesla was at $227. The lowest point was right here at $225. But I told to my Patreons that it has to move even lower, about 4%, in order to close the gap, and it was the price point of $217.07. And guys, take a look right here. I told to my Patreons about 4% more to the downside, and when Tesla hits 217, it doesn't mean it has to go to the upside immediately. And guys, take a look right here. Let's switch to hourly time frame. And here you can find the most recent, the lowest candle, I would say, that hit, as you can see, $215. You can find it under the letter L, $215. And then, since this trend reversal happened, it is up by 14.06%. This means, guys, you can rely on my technical analysis as a part of your due diligence. So, Guys, let's come back to this article that was published by Trader Zero, where he explained step-by-step guide how you can sell your shares basically at this very moment. And the most, I would say, the crucial part of this story is that you have to find a buyer by yourself. And he just assumed that you found one for the $3 share price. And guys, this is just a random number. Trader Zero explained it because the most recent price for NextBridge hydrocarbon shares was $2.9, and he just took the closest round number to this price, and here is how he had this $3 per share. And guys, definitely with the intrinsic value of NextBridge hydrocarbons that raises even more questions that we had basically just a year ago because of this saga around Orogrande lands and because of all of the shady actions that happened with the S1 statement. On top of that, with the lack of actions from C-level executives, we definitely cannot rely on the open market share price that might be higher than the closed price that was set at the end of trading session in December of 2022. But guys, let me explain you what should we expect. And let me show you again these three paths to the resolution. And I showed you this basically multiple times, and I started to show it you, I guess, in 2023. And back in the days, we had several options. We had 2 additional days of trading with the position close only. Next one, we had NBH and short seller settlement. And the third one, we had a share sale via merger and acquisition. And guys, for now, you know that 2 additional days of trading will not lead us anywhere, because if the judge grants it for the open market, in this case, we will not have an opportunity to hold the shares and to basically be a part, one of 2 parts of these trading sessions. On the one hand, it should be all of the MMTLP shareholders, but on the other hand, it should be the short sellers. It will not happen, guys, because if we have 2 days of trading, all entities, all retail investors, and basically anyone who has an access to the US stock market can participate in these tradings, regardless of the conditions of this trading. And that is why I don't think that it is an option right now, especially if you add to this consideration the intrinsic value of NextBridge hydrocarbon shares. The same reason, intrinsic value of NextBridge hydrocarbon shares, is the reason why the option 3 is cancelled as well. No one want to buy NextBridge hydrocarbons with the debts of about $50 million and with pretty much zero income. That is why option number 3 is not the case anymore as well. And we have only one option that is left on the table. It is NextBridge hydrocarbons and short sellers settlement. And how we can achieve this, guys? First of all, every one of us, every one of MMTLP shareholders have our own story, how you were involved in this saga. This is the first part. The second part is the price that you paid for these shares and why did you pay it. That is why, guys, we also have a part of the lawsuits that explains the potential pump and dump actions that allegedly happened with Torchlight Energy Resources or NextBridge hydrocarbons. Next one, guys, because of the damages that every one of you have during these 2.5 years of trading halt, definitely it will be some kind of fees for each and every day of the settlement anticipation. On top of that, guys, you know that a lot of lawsuits were filed under the weak conditions. This means all the damages should be tripled in order to cover your losses. And guys, the last but not least, I have to admit that the price by itself should be calculated on a case-by-case basis. And how you can do it, how we can basically achieve this affordable price. Definitely we have to first of all identify who was the wrongdoers, what damages every one of you had because of their actions, and this will be the baseline of the calculations of the share price. And guys, to be honest, I don't expect that the price will be thousands of dollars. I expect that the price might be from tens, basically from 20, I guess, dollars all the way up to maybe a couple of hundreds of dollars. And it will depend on your own conditions. That is why, guys, I think you have to rely on the litigation processes, because only through these processes we can identify who was the wrongdoers and what steps every one of you should take in order to receive these payments. So let's continue with this tweet that was published by RareDD just 12 hours ago. And he wrote, FINRA falsely labeled the December the 8th MMTLP corporate action as exchange event type action. But when you observe the details, it was created to actually be a deletion of the MMTLP trading symbol. This is problematic because the metamaterials never mentioned deletion in any of their previous disclosures. There are no other examples of exchanged event type corporate actions, including any mention of symbol deletion. And FINRA claims that they do not initiate a proof or conduct the underlying corporate action that the issuer is taking. But FINRA did conduct the underlying December the 8th MMTLP corporate action because the main focus was to delete the trading symbol. FINRA constantly lies, and the SEC just looks the other way. How long is the SEC going to overlook this? And guys, as you can see, we have a lot of questions that need to be answered, but unfortunately we don't have any other chance to see these answers rather than to use it in litigation processes. And a lot of people, a lot of MMTLP community members are trying to pursue this path for the resolution. And let me show you what additional information do we have. So John Burda also reported this tweet that was written by RareDD, and he added the tweet from Squatch. Squatch wrote, "Hey Esther Pierce, exactly how corrupt is the SEC? We have FINRA breaking their own rules by tech reusing EQSIP number and proof of millions more counterfeit shares sold than FINRA claims are short positions. Somebody broke the law by committing massive financial fraud." And I have to admit that yes, unfortunately, a lot of shady actions, a lot of new data should come into this story in order to find the path for the resolution. But unfortunately, as I already mentioned, we have only one path, and it is a litigational path. In my opinion, it is the most promising path. That is why, guys, regardless of your opinion on the most prominent path, if you don't write letters, if you don't use any other possibilities to push our case forward, like personal meetings with Congress members, in this case, just wait for the results from other community members who is trying to pursue certain actions. On top of that, guys, take a look right here. John Burda also reposted this, and this is another potential way how authorities rob into retail investors. So, Rick Autry wrote this, and this is how they've stolen trillions from US investors. Pretty easy when they can change the rules anytime they want. And Rick Autry refers to the tweet that was written by Reese Politics, and it says, "Just in, the DTCC is changing the rules of what constitutes a market disruption. The new framework allows them to anticipate when a disruption may come and to take preventive action. For example, shutting off of the buy button when stocks that their pulse at Citadel have massive short position against being to squeeze. This is just another power grab that allows the DTCC to do whatever they want at the expense of the retail investor. And here you can see a couple of documents from DTCC itself with this so-called exemption, how they can use basically an infinite loophole of creating new rules while the game is on air. That is why, guys, I think, yes, the shady actions are still there, are still here, and we have to fight against them. And here is how we do it. Again, I want to quote Euroman Soups, and a lot of people from MMTLP community don't like this type of videos where I quote Roman Soups. But guys, please find any other legitimate sources with this summary of the most recent litigation processes, and I will switch my attention from Roman Soups to these sources. And if you want if you want to give this information to me, please do it. I open for any type of communication. So let me quote you this tweet that he wrote, Roman Soups wrote just several hours ago. MMTLP, service alert and appearance alert. Jan Vitrana lawsuit. Service status failed with the court. Who got served? Philip Morai, Uzi Session, John Burda, Kenneth Hanna. You got served. John Burda asks for a 90-day extension. Good luck, everyone. And he added basically three screenshots of this news. And I have to admit that, yes, none of the litigation processes might be resolved in, let's say, overnight session. We have to wait, we have to passionately wait what will be the next step from different parties of this lawsuit. But in general, guys, I have to admit that slowly but surely we are trying to push our case forward. And another evidence of this is basically this link to the court listener. Just yesterday I showed you an update on Daniel Spears versus Securities and Exchange Commission case, and we have new filings right here that were filed basically yesterday. It is again request for issuance of summons and certificate of service. Unfortunately, I don't have an access behind the paywall, but you can see that we are moving towards the results in this, at least in these several lawsuits. That is why, guys, be patient and wait for the resolution.
And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and two children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing